What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. It's that week again where I'm talking about the movies opening. That's pretty much I'm talking about the movies that's opening and on. So I'm going to talk about the movies that's opening this week on August 24th. The first film I'm going to talk now. I have not seen these movies yet, so I'm not doing any reviews of them. I'm just simply going down what films are coming and what the crit like not what the critics, but what Rotten Tomatoes is saying and all that. All right. The first film coming out is The Happy Time Murders. I have been excited for this since I first heard about it. I mean, it's for one, it's directed by Brian Henson, who directed the some of the Muppet movies, and it's from the Henson Company and all. Yo, the trailer that I've seen from this looks and looked amazing. It had me going. I mean, that scene at the end with, I never knew puppet jizz could work well, but it worked well in the trailer. Oh man, that scene at the end had me going. Now this movie is not really gonna be for everyone. I could tell that from the show. Like, you're either gonna like this movie and think it's hilarious and all, and you're probably gonna be either offended or just or disgusted by this. Whether way you want to look at it. The critics, however, are not really pleased with this. It has like a 26%, which I guess I kind of expected. I mean, I wouldn't expect the critics really care much for this. I expect mainly like more people, like fans, will actually enjoy this film more than like the critics and all. I know this type of movies for me. I love raunchy comedies like this. I mean, I love Ted, love Sausage Party. So raunchy comedy like this is pretty up my alley. And oh man, I'm gonna be seeing this movie tomorrow actually. So I'll give a review of it when I see it. But yeah, I can't wait to see Happy Time Murders. That's gonna be downright fun. The next film I'm gonna talk about is Axel, which stars Becky G. I love Becky G. She's not only she is gorgeous, but she's actually a really good singer, and I really dug her in that Power Rangers reboot. I was a little skeptical when they cast like a Becky G in it because she's not. I never really seen much of her acting other than like her parts on Empire and all. But she was pretty decent in Power Rangers. And it also stars like a robot dog. This kind of looks like that movie Monster Trucks, but with like a robot dog instead of a truck. I dug Monster Truck, but I admit the trailer for Axel did not really do much for me. And not to mention, there's literally no rating for it on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it comes out, I think, tonight, I believe. And still no critic scores. That's not good. It is going to be released by Global Road, the last time they did a dog movie ended up being Show Dogs, which was a terrible piece of shit. So hopefully this is at least better than Show Dogs. That's not saying much because Show Dogs was just terrible. I kind of like the look of the robot dog. The, the dog looked pretty cool and all. I'll probably be checking this out on Tuesday for the $5 ticket thing because, like I said, the trailers are so many, and I do not want to spend that much for this. So I'm just gonna spend like $5 for it, and that's all. Another film opening this week is Searching, about this guy whose door goes missing. So he actually searches, like, goes on like the computer and pretty much search for like on the computer, and there's like some mysteries about her that he never knew and all that. I don't really want to go much into details about it because I don't know how spoiled territory it is. But the film stars John Cho, and it also has a Deborah Messing from Will and Grace fame. The trailer for this has so many. It kind of reminded me of Unfriended, the good one, not the garbage of a sequel that got released. But yeah, it has like an Unfriended feel, and the whole film pretty much takes place on the computer, kind of like how Unfriended did. And John Cho, like from what I've seen from trailers, holy cow, he looks amazing. I've always been a fan of John Cho. I mean, Harold Kumar, he was good in Star Trek, one of the MILF guys in American Pie. But man, from the trailers, I think there could be an argument to be made that he could probably get like a nomination just for that performance in the show alone, because John Cho looks incredible. And the reviews are pretty decent too. It has like an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, wow, that's pretty fresh. It actually comes out in limited release this week and nationwide next week. So I'll hopefully, we'll check it out next week. Also opening is a film called Papillon, which is a remake of a film that's had Steve McQueen and Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman. This one stars Sons of Anarchy fame Charlie Hunnam, as well as Mr. Robot fame Remy Malek, who's also going to be Freddie Mercury in that Bohemian Rhapsody, which I'm excited for. So if you're a TV fan, you're probably going to be excited for this, to be honest with you. The trailers for this have been pretty decent, I'm really skeptical with Charlie Hunnam because the last two films he was in, that King Arthur film and that the one he did with Robert Pattinson, the Lost City of Z, I think was called, the one that he did with Robert Pattinson and Tom Holland. That movie got good reviews, but I thought it was flat out boring. I hope a film like this could prove that Charlie Hunnam could be more than just, the Sons of Anarchy guy, But I think he has acting chops, Even though that CFC really stung, I thought he was pretty decent in it. Like, the guy has good acting chops, he just needs better scripts, Now, the review for this have been pretty decent. I mean, it has like a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not bad, not great either, so we'll see how good it is. There's also a film coming called Arizona, which stars Danny McBride, Rosemary DeWitt, David Allen Greer's in this, Luke Wilson, Elizabeth Gillies for all you Victorious fans. Let me pull up what the film is about. The trailer looked hysterical. The film is like set in the midst of the 2009 housing crisis. And it pretty much stars and it stars like Rosemary DeWitt, who's a single mom and a struggling realtor whose life goes off the rails when she witnesses like a murder. It looks nuts, Oh, Kate Olsen from for all you Mick fans and Sunny Philadelphia fans, she's in this. I can't wait for Arizona. Like the trailer looked nuts, I'm a big fan of Danny McBride, so I'm definitely gonna check out Arizona when it gets released this week. There's also like an indie film called The Bookshop. Let me pull something up. The Bookshop stars like Patricia Clarkson, Bill Nye is in this. It's set in England in 1959 and is in a small town like East Town. A lady named Florence Screen decides against polite, but she pretty much opens a bookshop in England, 1959. The film is directed by this director named Isabel Coquette. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She actually worked with Patricia Clarkson on this film called Learning to Drive with Ben Kingsley. That was a pretty decent flick, so I'm interested to see what this film is. The trailer didn't like wow me or anything. It looks like it could be a pretty decent little flick. The reviews are pretty decent. It has like a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not bad. Also opening this week is a film called Support the Girls, which also like premiered like this film also pretty much premiered at Sundance. The film is about a general manager at a highway side sports bar with curves has her incredible optimism and faith in her girls, her customers, and herself tested over the course of a long, strange day. The film is led by Regina Hart, who's always awesome. I mean, Girls Trip, scary movie franchise. I love Regina Hart. She's fantastic in everything she's done. The film also stars Haley Lou Richardson, who was amazing in films like Split, Edge of 17. This actress named Dylan Galula is in this, who was just in that movie Flower. She's a pretty decent young actress. You also got Leah DeLara, who is for all you Orange and New Black fame. Brooklyn Decker is in this, one of the most hottest female models ever. You also got the likes of Ali Machaka for all you Ali and AJ fans. Jana Kramer. Pretty decent supporting cast around Regina Hart. The film is doing great on Rotten Tomatoes. It holds up like a 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. So lots of people really love this movie. The trailer had kind of a Coyote Ugly feel to it. Remember Coyote Ugly? This totally reminds me of that. And Haley is just her I'm becoming a fan of. Like every time something about her, she always plays like a girl you just want to be friends with. Like she's so adorable. She's so heartfelt in her films, and I'm really becoming like a big Haley Lou Richardson fan. I hope to see her in like more stuff because she's a really talented actress. And of course, Regina Hart's always been good. All right, now another film opening this week. It's some like horror film called "What Keeps You Alive." And this one's not really going to some of the last few films aren't going to Chime theaters. Or if you live in around an art house theater, you'll probably be able to find it. Anyway, What Keeps You Alive is like a horror thriller. Here's what the synopsis is: majestic mountains, a still lake, and venomous betrayals engulf a female married couple attempting to celebrate their 1 year anniversary. The film stars Hannah Emily Anderson and Brittany Allen, who both starred together in that Jigsaw movie. So the trailer looks pretty interesting. I mean, it looks freaking creepy. The critics the reviews are pretty decent too. It has like a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, so lots of people are really digging this. I'll definitely check it out when it gets released. Well, it's heading to IOC Center, so I'm probably not going to see it there because that place wants like $15. It looks good, but it doesn't look that good. I'll probably check it out when it's online or something like that. But it looks creepy. There's also a faith-based movie called Beautifully Broken. That will premiere at if you're in the New York area, it'll premiere at This movie here will premiere at AMC Empire 25. So if you're in like the New York City area and you want to see a faith based film, let's go to Empire 25 to check this film out. Like, here's what the film is about: a refugee's escape, a prisoner's promise, and a daughter's painful secret converge in this inspiring real life story of hope. As three fathers fight to save their families, their lives become intertwined in an unlikely journey across the globe where they learn the healing power of forgiveness and reincarnation. It looks pretty cute and charming, you know? It mainly has like people that I've never really heard of before. I don't know. It looks like it could be interesting. Faith. I really dig most faith based films. I really like the God's Not Dead. Well, two of the God's Not Dead films, that is. Some of the stuff from Herflix are pretty decent. You know, yeah, faith based films are pretty decent once in a while. And this one actually looks okay. Like the actors who I never really heard of. Looks like they're pretty interesting. I might check this out either if it's in theaters or maybe just on TV or something. There's also a not biopic, a documentary called John McEnroe in the Realm of Perfection, which is a doc about famed tennis player John McEnroe. There was just like that biopic with Shia LaBeouf, which I've been wanting to see. I've been wanting to check that out, but just never really had the chance to. There's also a film called Blue Iguana with Sam Rockwell and Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz is, by the way, going to be Sonic the Hedgehog. Man, that Ben Schwartz, Sonic the Hedgehog news that I posted has like the most views. Holy cow! Anyway, in Blue Iguana, here's what this film is about. Ex-jailbirds Eddie and Paul, played by Sam Rockwell and Ben Schwartz, all on parole and working in a New York diner. Their lives are a dead end. That is until an English lawyer, Catherine, played by this actress named Phoebe Fox. Man, she's gorgeous. Walks. Catherine walks into the they pretty much it's a heist movie, so they team up with her to rob some jewelry, and it looks interesting. The trailer didn't like wow me, and looks like it's not wowing the critics either. It has like 30%. Whew. Not good. It's playing at a Village East Cinema down at 12th Street. So if you're in the New York area and you want to maybe check it out, I guess give it a go. But I'm probably not seeing it because there's also like a foreign film called I Am Vengeance. Let me bring up I Am Vengeance. Here's what the I Am Vengeance is about. When an ex-soldier turned mercenary, John Goad, learns of the murder of his best friend, he sets off on a mission to find out what happened. What he discovers is a sinister conspiracy, and he sets about taking down those responsible one by one. This looks like a low budget action thriller film. It has people like some actors like Gary Daniels, Keith Allen. This actor named Steve Bennett is in this, and Schaefer. Mainly some actors that I never really heard of. There's not really any critic ratings for this yet, but it doesn't come out till tomorrow. So I mean, these movies don't really like indie movies usually with critic ratings they'll usually wait till like the day. I mean, it's not like AXA, which opens nationwide, where the critic ratings where they hold off the critics rating for something like that. It's not, I ain't know like that, but anyway. Also opening is a film called An LA Minute. The critics for that is not that good. It has like a 0%. Dang. But anyway, An LA Minute stars Gabriel Byrne, who was just in Hereditary. He was good in that. As well as Kiersey Clemens, who was just in that Nick Offerman film Hearts Beat Loud. Anyway, here's what An LA Minute is about. An LA Minute is a satiristic look at fame, success, this the star-making machinery, and the karma that attaches to all those who worship at the affair of celebrity. Best-selling author Ted Gold, played by Byrne, faces a moral dilemma when Velocity, an avant-garde performance artist and the living embodiment of integrity, rocks his 1% world. I really like the trailer. I'm a big fan of this Kiersey Clemens girl. She was in Neighbors 2. She's gonna be in that like Lady and the Tramp movie. She's an actress to keep your eye out for, and this one looks pretty decent. I'll definitely check this one out. And now, if you don't want to indulge your deers or anything, you want to sit home and pop something on Netflix. There's a film coming out on Netflix that week, like on the 24th. It's called The After Party. Now, the film's summary is like this: when an aspiring rapper goes viral for all the wrong reasons, he thinks his career is over. But when his best friend gets him into a wild New York City after party, he gets one more chance to make the impossible happen again. The film has people like Shelley Henning for you Teen Wolf fans, Andy Buckley, Ahmad Joseph, who's on that show's Snowfall, Blair Underwood's in this, Taina Taylor, Wiz Khalifa, this rapper named Kyle is in this. I don't know if any rapper fans knows who Kyle is. DJ Khaled has a cameo in this. You also got French Montana. Pretty interesting cameos and supporting cast background. Thus, this is like an interesting Netflix film to watch now. Looks like it's gonna have some pretty good music to it. I mean, a movie about an after party. Why not? I'll definitely check this one out when it premieres on Netflix. Maybe when I come back from seeing Happy Time Murders, and, if I won't pop in, so I'll probably check the after party out. Anyway, let me give it to you guys. What movies are you planning on seeing this week? Are you going to see any of the films that I listed? Is there a film that's pretty much still out in theaters that you haven't seen that you're planning on checking out? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.